What's up, guys? Welcome and thank you for being here with us on PS Best Friends, episode 14 for the week of August 15th, 2017. As always, we are the PlayStation podcast by the community, for the community. Come to you each and every Tuesday with a brand new episode filled with greatness beyond the ordinary. I'm your host, Anthony Palm. Got a great show for you today. We got some info on the PS4's new 5.0 update. Call of Duty World War II's beta gets outlined, and more. With us today are my good friends Jeffrey, the Captain Mizrahi.
My stomach's been hurting for a while, and I'm taking a 5-hour trip to Boston on Thursday, so I'm hoping
it's gonna be fun.
That's a long drive. That's a long fucking drive, bro. And also we have the 3-time winner chicken dinner champ. He's the PUBG brewmaster himself, Miguel Alvarez.
What's going on, man? Feeling good.
Yeah, you've been hauling ass in PUBG.
I didn't even play much, dude.
I know, you're just good at it.
I guess.
What you guys been playing?
So I was playing today, actually, so more Danganronpa, just because I'm trying to chip away at that. If one of the 100 listeners has played it, in Danganronpa 2, Chapter 2, I don't think it was that good. I thought the idea was cool, but I don't think it was that good.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Sorry. Miguel, what have you been playing? You've been playing a little something.
Yeah,
huh?
I played, obviously, the obvious Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, and I played Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. And let me tell you...
We got a question from listener and brother of mine, Bizilly Bizonez. He asks, Hellblade, is it good? Answer, it is. Why so? Discuss.
The game is great. I mean, graphically, it looks... You could compare it to Tomb Raider or Uncharted. Is at that level. And the story is great, dude. I could spoil it if you guys want me to.
Definitely
not. It hasn't even been out for a week yet. So you did an impressions video on YouTube, which is up as of this recording. Which I thought was really good. Not really so much a review, but kind of like a
talking about what I think about the game and what I think about the story and the gameplay and stuff like that. There's no score on it. There's nothing like that.
Yeah. Are we all just in a general consensus? We don't really like doing scores on games.
The only score that I liked, and I think is an amazing scoring system, is what Cheap Ass Gamer, I don't know if they still do it, they used to do it, is their score straight up was a price. It was essentially
like what they value it at?
How much is this game worth?
Okay, I could dig that.
I thought that now, though, it's kind of like that's such a blurry thing to do. It's like every games are free
I guess pricing is different. Well, because Hellblade is $30.
I think it's worth the $30.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Exactly, but a high price for that game would be this game's worth $60. You know,
I mean, they could have
like this game,
regardless of what it actually is priced at.
Yeah. But in terms of like numbers and stuff, you could give a game a number, but I feel like any number that we would give is just based off of the established video game review numbers, which is pretty much just 7.5 and above is good. Anything below that is trash, which is just a fucked up way to have a 10 scale, you know?
My skill, I guess, it's finding someone that you like that likes the kind of games that you like. And if he likes that game, like for myself, I like story-based games like that. I like it. I will recommend it for anybody that likes those type of games. So my system is probably like that. Recommendations, not actual, like,
Yeah. That's kind of really what it's becoming now with YouTube.
It's like,
stuff and
for example, Friday the 13th, the game, like, it's horrible scores, right? I mean, it's like, what, like 4s, 5, 6? But if someone likes it,
I didn't know it was that
They
low.
got
Yeah,
some
it's-
like 4s, 5,
got-
6, and the game has bugs and stuff like that, but people enjoy it. And if someone from YouTube or whatever recommends it, people are gonna play it. And the game is supposedly fun.
So now,
Good point.
an issue I heard, I think Jim Sterling brought it up with Hellblade, is that the world is actually too detailed, and there's puzzles or something or pickups that like are reliant on like things in the world, but like you don't know if that's just like a cool tree design or if that actually the puzzle. Have you ran into that at all?
So
or
what's
that,
the
like,
issue
type of
that
problem,
he
or
had?
no?
Exactly.
I haven't played the game yet, but I assume that's like it's confusing as like, oh, is that just a cool texture or is that actually part of the
confusing
puzzle?
for a reason? Because exactly. Because she's going through mental illness, psychosis. So everything that you see, you don't know if it's real or not. So there's a puzzle. Let's just say like there's an X that you gotta match or find an X around the little world that you're at, and you could see an X, but when you get closer to it, it changes to a different form. So you gotta find the actual form. So you gotta like move your body, move the camera, or move her to actually resemble the puzzle that you're looking for.
Okay, so do you remember that was it Uncharted 3 where there was that torches puzzle? And there was like all the torches in the room and you had to move them a certain way so that it lined up the shadows.
I think that was
Is there
two. I think those two behind the.
Three.
Yeah, is it the area where it's like the big like Coliseum kind of, and you have to move
there's
the
like
lights, the
there's
mirrors.
like hundreds of things. No, I'm thinking of something. Yeah, it's Uncharted 3 because I played it recently.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't played Uncharted 2 since it came out, so it's either Uncharted 3 or Uncharted 4, but I'm pretty sure it's not Uncharted 4. So, but okay, so there's a lot of stuff that kind of messes, like, it's not as obvious as you think it is, and it kind of plays with your senses. So that's cool. I'm really interested in the game.
For anyone,
I just have too much stuff going on right now.
For anyone that wants to play it, that needs to play this game, in my opinion, wear headphones. Wear headphones. Don't play it without headphones.
That was on you, man.
It fucks with you so much.
Does it give it like? Does it give that recommendation at the beginning of the game, like how a bunch of phone games do, where it's like headphones recommended for this?
Not that I
Does
remember.
Hellblade do that or no?
Because there's a screen that talks about
Interesting.
about the game, but I don't remember if it says if it's recommended playing with headphones. Because I played half of the beginning with surround sound, and the second half with headphones.
Yeah.
And you could tell the difference real quick. When you had headphones, dude,
It was like
you
a totally
could
different game
hear
when you put the
voices
headphones
behind you. I'm like, what the? Just turning around, like, what the fuck?
Yes. Well, yeah, if
dude,
you have the
it's great.
stereoscopic.
Just play with headphones.
Yeah. That's awesome. So I definitely want to check that out. I have been playing. What have I been playing? I picked up Persona 4 Golden again. I'm like still on the Heaven dungeon, and it's like I need to grind, and I don't want to grind, so I keep going in this loop of like I try grinding for an hour, and then I get mad at it, and then I shut it off. And I've been actually messing around with Hotline Miami. I know I'm like 17,000 years late on
the
that,
beta.
But, that game's fucking
or
rad.
two?
One. I mean, it's cross-buy, but I've been playing it on Vita.
Right.
So good, so good.
It's amazing.
I gotta beat 2. I'm halfway through 2. But yeah, one is so good, and the story kind of like it's much better if you play it like in one go. But even just
maybe
like
you should start it over. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like I remember at the end of 1. Like when I started playing like the last few missions all together, like it started like I remember that actually. Oh, this is what's going on in the story, and like, oh, it was really cool. Rather, we should have played as one whole piece, but did not.
I tried to.
I had a question for Hellblade that I'm blanking on. I don't know. How far are you into it, by the way? You almost done?
Me? Dude, I finished it. How am I gonna talk about the game if I'm...
Oh, you finished it? Oh, wow.
Was that a joke? He told us.
how long was it?
The game is between... Depends how you play it. If you play slow and try to actually find all the collectibles, that I missed 2 of them, so I gotta play this whole story again. It's not like...
Yeah, you're going for the platinum, though, right?
It's around... If you play it, just run through a lot of it. It's 6 hours, so it's around 6 to 8, 9 hours. Depends how you pace it. And the only thing that it's a little complaint about it. When you're done with the story and you want to go back to the collectibles, it's not you can't go back to like each chapter. So you gotta play the whole. Yeah, you
There's
gotta
no chapter
play the whole
select.
time.
Yeah, that's whack.
That's kind of.
I mean, it's not that long, so
I remember-
if you could do a guide, you could find them real quick too. So I mean, it's not that bad.
Oh yeah, within the past 5 seconds, if you're watching the video, you could see I forgot. I remembered, forgot, and then remembered again what I was gonna say. So I hear the whole you die enough times and it's your save gets deleted. I heard that's BS. That it's just some guy tried it that just kept on dying, and it's kind of
Someone
just
made that up.
No, Ninja.
No, it is in the game. The game even tells you, but I think it's like a it's
Like
a
100
it's a,
times sound crazy.
it's a big bluff.
I heard reports.
Like you have to try.
I heard
to-
reports of it's a bluff or whatever, and I heard someone in
Yeah.
Reddit or something that actually died and deleted its save. So I think it's based probably like in the main bosses, or something like that.
That's what it is. Every time like there's like after a big boss or something, regardless, like your arm
goes-
like artificially. So like that's every time you die, your arm gets like blacker. But before you hit a certain area,
And
you
it
can keep
doesn't
on
do
dying,
anything.
and it'll max out like at a certain area. Yeah. So like if you see all the because I feel like there were many headlines when it came out where it was like, it might delete your save if you die too many times. So like I feel like that's very off-putting. Even to me, it's like, oh shit, I'm
even
not
though with-
a type of
Even
guy
though
to play
with
that
that
game.
out there that if you die and nothing's gonna happen, I still every time that I died, I was like, oh shit, is it gonna happen? It gave me that tension of I don't want to lose the save, I don't want to lose her because I was attached to her so much.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
that. I
got
feel
into the
that.
story.
Yeah.
So
All right. Hellblade
yep.
recommendation of the
Definitely.
week. And now it is time for the Islander report.
There'll be some news.
There are 13 items on the list.
Count.
You get real
that-
angry with that. I like
Is
it.
that actually a baker's dozen? I never
Yeah,
knew.
it's
A baker's
actually
dozen 13?
Yeah.
Yes.
I always confuse
Wow,
it.
we had a real baker's dozen. We did it. We went
Actual
there.
real world. First up, Sony has announced the date and time of their official media showcase event at Paris Games Week, scheduled for October 30th. Not much is currently known about the event, but Sony has a history of treating Parisian gamers to big announcements. Got hype. You guys, it's expecting
They're gonna
anything
show the same game.
out of the ordinary?
If
Like,
something comes out, that'd be great.
There might be like an indie announcement from like a game a la Matterfall, something like that might get announced, but I don't think anything crazy big.
maybe an extended trailer from something shown at E3,
Maybe
or
a
maybe
date,
a
that's
single
what I was
date
gonna say.
from something
Hopefully
shown at
dates.
E3.
Maybe a day for
Well,
God of
yeah,
War.
don't
It's gonna
your
come out.
hopes up.
I could see
Maybe.
like something real
Like-
close, like God of War getting an official date.
Maybe a day
but
for
just
dreams.
because it's so close.
How about that?
Maybe they'll announce Dreams is
That
dead.
would actually be a
Because they're
great
from-
place
they're
to
from
show
Paris,
Dreams
aren't it?
at
Sweet.
Paris Games
Isn't it
Week.
from Paris?
Not Paris,
You sure?
Europe,
I
or
feel
some
like
shit.
that's a PSX thing because those
Not
are
a-
the only people that are gonna care.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like Media Molecule.
Who's gonna care?
is-
Are the hardcore PlayStation fans about Dreams? At this point, if it came out a while ago, or they kept pushing it in the, like marketing wise, maybe.
I don't think Paris
no one
Games
could
Week
care
is.
about it.
I don't think Paris Games Week is that much of a mainstream event though. And
That's a
especially
good
it's like October 30th. Who knows? Maybe they'll announce stuff for PlayStation 5.0. Segue, details about PlayStation 4's forthcoming firmware update 5.0 have reportedly surfaced, revealing 1080p 60 frames per second Twitch streaming support for PS4 Pro users. Players will have the ability to block users, as well as the option to choose whether or not they want anyone or just existing friends to be able to follow their
cool.
accounts. So pretty much,
Yeah.
I think what Xbox has right now. And other additions include expanded account management options, new family accounts, and new updates to the quick menu thing. The
Yeah,
family account's always been an issue for people, which
Yeah, I don't even
I
need
didn't-
that.
yeah,
but
that's never
what
been
I
an issue
like
for
that
me.
people don't even really talk about is the quick menu stuff. They've been updating that slowly past couple updates, and they're making it way better and better. Because I use the quick menu all the time, and the fact that they're finally adding notifications to it is kind of cool. Because now I don't have to exit a game to get to a notification. So like if Miguel invites me to Rainbow Six, I don't have to go back to the XMB, scroll over my notifications, open it. I just
But some
hold down
people
the
don't
yes button,
even.
I'm there.
Yeah, they're
The
little
little
things,
things,
but sometimes people don't even realize that. So what's the point sometimes?
That's what I'm saying. If you go back 5 years and get rid of all the
yeah.
little stuff, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is way different. So, I don't know. I mean, people are mad that there were no name changes in it because someone made a rumor that this was gonna have name change. I wasn't expecting it. I know you guys weren't expecting
when they
it.
release the next PlayStation, dude. If it happens, and I still doubt it. Dude,
You think that far off?
really?
You think of the
We
PS5?
started talking about this once since like PS3, the middle of the PS3. How many years? I mean, it's like they said, it's real fucked up.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter to me, anyways.
Well, same here.
Whatever. I know people are demanding it, but
So the main future for it is the 1080 60 frames, right, to Twitch. Yeah. No YouTube, I guess.
On Twitch, yeah.
And that's reporting it.
It might also be YouTube, and they just didn't add it to the
Okay.
blog post. But interestingly enough, talking about the name change thing, I got something a little later on the episode. I did a poll, and that kind of comes into play a little bit with that. So, but we'll get back to that. So.
Next up, Call of Duty World War II's private beta will be running next weekend, August 25th to August 28th, and will include 3 maps. They say at least 3 maps.
It's gonna be like last couple years. There, it starts with 3 maps. Yeah.
They add a map.
Add one like the weekend after or something.
The second. No, yeah, like the midway.
Or the second. Yeah, whatever.
Fan favorite modes and more, including players will have the chance to enlist in infantry.
Classes,
it's like the new faction mode. Classes, yeah, and familiarize themselves with soldier progression, works, and divisions.
I gotta
get rid of the pick 10 system. Wow,
it's the same thing. It's a pick 10 system still. It's a variation of it. The big thing is, you guys saw the trailer for the it just released today. Yeah.
For World War II.
Graphically, it looks
I didn't see that.
Fucking like 3 years old, dude. They need to update.
Really? Because they made it seem like it was going to be
it to
really, really high fidelity.
Compare it to like Battlefield or newer games, dude. It looks old.
Honestly, I'm not even that hyped for this game anyways.
To boots on the ground,
bother me.
which I like. But other than that, I don't know. The supply.
I gotta compliment this beta at least for being better than the Destiny beta in terms of it's gonna have a progression, so it's gonna probably level cap at 20 maybe or something, or 15. I don't know if they.
It's probably Titanfall 1's beta was level 7. I would guess it's something around there, level 10. Probably.
Any cap really, rather than what Destiny did, and just there was no reason to like.
They gave you exotics exotics and all legendaries.
But they did it for a reason.
Just like, what's the point?
Everybody could.
No, but there could have been some type of
at the end of the day, if you level up or whatever, you're gonna lose all your
15.
progression. So what's the point?
No, I know, but just to get a feel of how the game is balanced in terms of progression.
I mean, if you were gonna get loot, you weren't gonna be able to decrypt them or whatever, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Did you say loot? Because next up, we got Middle-earth Shadow of War. We'll have an endgame mission called Shadow Wars. Eurogamer reports Shadow Wars will be a mini campaign of sorts that can be completed after players finish the story and have taken over all of Mordor. Successfully finishing the endgame content will grant you the Shadow of War's true ending, which allegedly ties the story into Lord of the Rings.
Listen, I was so hyped for this game when they announced it, and they're just beating it into the ground with shit that I didn't ask for. So I'll give this a shot. The other like FOB style stuff I'm not into.
If they keep it online,
I'm gonna see how long it takes me to get there. If they
keep it online
for this part,
stuff they're doing, yeah, I'm fine with it.
For the other thing that we talked about,
I just want the campaign. I don't care about the online. This is cool.
Well, how do you feel about this though?
Yeah, I'm sure. Hopefully, if they actually do it
so.
like this, hopefully the Shadow Wars, it's a trophy. You get a trophy for it, so it's actually rare.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of reward for it, I think, because it's.
Yeah, it was supposed to.
Getting overly ambitious, I think.
It was supposed to come out by now. No,
it was
on its original.
I think
in the middle of
August, maybe.
I
don't remember the original
20th or something.
Yeah.
It was either this week or next week was the original release date.
Next up, a year after release, No Man's Sky releases patch update 1.3. It's its biggest to date and is available for free to all No Man's Sky players.
Tell me your... so Anthony was gonna do a let's play of it.
So,
Okay. So I was gonna go do a let's play of this new update the other day for our YouTube channel, and I'm like, I started it. I was like, all right, they added story stuff to it. That's cool. They added like a bunch of other little stuff. That's kind of neat, whatever. And then I'm like
30-hour campaign. 30-hour campaign.
30-hour campaign, meaning it's like really like 20 minutes worth of scripting spread out across you traveling for 50 minutes from planet to planet. So I'm like 20 minutes into this let's play, and I literally turned to the camera and I went like this. I was like, I'm fucking bored. I just hit stop on the let's play. I turned to my wife and Tay was like, yeah, that sucked. I was like, yeah, that was not fucking fun. So good. I'm not telling you you can't enjoy this. If you enjoy this, go enjoy it some more. It's got potential there. I think I'm over it, I think, is my problem. So anyone else have thoughts on No Man's Sky?
No,
Yeah.
No
That's
comment.
I think I'm just over it. I think I would have to start a new game, I think, to get like back into it, and I'm not doing that. I just don't have time for that.
You got it?
I bought it
bought
when
it
it was
when it was
$60
$60
in digital, so I
or
couldn't get rid of it.
got it,
So
so.
it is what it is.
Wow, yeah, digital. That's a bad move.
It is what it is. At least I got some trophies out of it.
You got
Talking about new DLC, Rainbow Six's Siege latest update,
Yeah,
Operation Blood Orchid, will be released on August
About
29th.
time.
Orchid?
Operation Blood Orchid. Orchid?
Orchid. Like from
Orchid.
like fucking Killer Instinct.
Fair enough. Features a new map set in Hong Kong, several new customization options, and 3 new operators. While the map will be free to all players as of August 29th, the 3 new operators will be available only to Season Pass holders on that date. Everyone else will be able to purchase the operators on September 5th. No. I didn't realize that's how it worked.
It's great, dude. I can't wait. They delayed it because it was supposed to come out.
Well, didn't we get a
like
notification
2
the other
months ago?
day that said new
But then
operator
they
available,
because-
and then it wasn't available? So whatever. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just got into this game, so the fact that
No, it
I'm just
wasn't
getting
that,
all
'cause
of this
we-
content all at once is awesome.
It wasn't available. It was we skipped
okay.
it. It was coming soon or something like that. But I got so hyped when I saw that. I'm like, oh shit, it's
Looking
available
into Rainbow
already.
Siege.
That's
Like,
rad. I'm so into this game now. Like I've been playing it with Miguel, and we have so much fun playing it. So
You're welcome.
Next up,
we're all right.
Even
we're
though
all
we
right.
suck, but you know, it's alright.
Gran Turismo series producer Kazunori Yamauchi has confirmed that the upcoming Gran Turismo Sport will not feature microtransactions. Awesome.
It's a win. That's a win.
Kind of sad state we're in 2017 where that's like a it's like you have to
something
say
to
that.
applaud.
You know?
Yeah. Speaking of the kings of microtransactions,
Electronic Arts has announced it will showcase multiplayer space combat in Star Wars Battlefront 2 at this year's Gamescom. Quote, teams
They're not
will
the kings.
face off in a swirling dogfight in Fondor, Imperial shipyard map, weaving around an Imperial Star Destroyer complete with speedy fighters, thundering bombers, distinct hero ships, and more.
Let's get it.
Fondor, what is that? What is Fondor from? Anyone know?
I've never heard of Fondor before. I don't know if that might have been maybe in one of the new tie-in books. Maybe it was in Inferno Squad was the newest. I think the newest tie-in book. I've never heard of it. I thought it was a misspelling of Endor, but
Anthony.
I don't know.
It
I'm
made
gonna
its
get shredded for.
It made its
not knowing
first
that.
Quick question.
appearance in Tarkin, which I think is
Okay.
novel.
That was one of the first of the rebooted canons, like the expanded universe, like the tie-in books.
And it
Might have actually been
wow.
the first one.
Wait, what the fuck?
I haven't read Tarkin, so
Its first mention was Tarkin. Its first appearance was
Right.
in Star Wars: The Force Awakens beginner game, which looks like a physical role-playing game. And I don't know. The Wikipedia barely even knows what the fuck it is.
Okay. Question. A big one, because 2 years ago, when the first one released, everybody was fucking going nuts. Are you gonna be able to go with the ships or whatever from outer space?
I don't think you're gonna be able to go from
whatever
orbit
that's called.
to atmosphere. I don't think that's what. But that's not what
There you
anyone
go,
wanted.
that's what I mean.
I mean, like it would be cool, but that's not what people wanted. People
But
wanted.
what-
No. People.
Everybody
well,
was complaining
then
about it.
people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just like how people were complaining about features that weren't in Battlefront that also weren't in the original Battlefront.
Uh-huh.
So, but this mode is, and I think I was talking to who was I talking to about it? Might have been Nathan. It was one of our previous guests, and you're in a hangar bay, or at least in Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2, you're in a hangar bay and you hop into a ship and then you fly out of the hangar of like it's either a Star Destroyer or a like a rebel, one of the rebel cruisers, like a blockade runner or something, and then you fly out of it and then you're in a dogfight in space. So if that's what they're basing it on, then I wouldn't be surprised. But that's cool. It's basically a flying only match type. Only you can get out of your ship within either the Star Destroyer or the Rebel.
Fondor is from Old Republic.
Oh, you
I don't. They
fall down the rabbit hole of Wikipedia.
Pretty much. Finally, they're allowed the entire vast world of Star Wars, and they're showing off fucking like what was the city in the beta that showed at E3? Yeah, Theed and Fond. Like,
Theed's
what?
awesome. Theed is a gorgeous city, man. I would love to go to Theed.
The
Before like the Trade Federation like took it and everything.
Yeah. So next up, the Prompto VR experience for Final Fantasy 15 will not see a public release, being described as a showcase and nothing more. Final Fantasy 15 lead designer explained it was just a showcase back then. It was to show the power of VR, but we have the Monsters of Deep, so that's gonna satisfy you. So whatever, I guess. Not.
I'm down for it. I'm on
here you
record saying I'm down for it. And I was a little worried that they were canceling the Monsters
there's
of the
other
Deep
fishing
thing.
games already.
Because it's not like
I didn't even
like
want
they're
the other
canceling.
Prompto DLC. I was like the one that they showed off with the VR. I was like, that's kind of dumb.
It's not like they're canceling the VR DLC. They're just kind of taking a pivot with it, which why not? I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's fishing instead of like being there while the others are fighting. I feel like it would have made me dizzy anyways.
Because it's probably easier. That's why.
Probably not. Whatever.
They probably were developing and they found out it was pretty hard. And were like, you know what? Let's just.
I'm sorry to
let's
cut you
fishing
off, but
game
I
real
didn't even
quick.
realize this next thing was an issue.
Following complaints of rampant team killing, Friday the 13th, the game is eliminating weapon use against teammates in public matches.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Weird thing that was there. Friendly fire in public matches, but
So yeah, I guess that was a thing that people were just being assholes, and they were killing the consulars or whatever they're called. So that guy escaped, and Jason didn't get any kills, so he didn't get any XP. The guy whoever was playing, and it happened a lot. So I guess they fixed it. I guess because that was a problem.
weird.
It's like, all right, cool.
Next up, a demo for NBA Live 18 has launched ahead of release on September 15th. Players will get to try out The Rise, the prologue to the game's new single-player career mode, The One. You'll create your own basketball player and improve his position in the NBA draft by going through a few developmental showcases. Additionally, EA has announced that James Harden of the Houston Rockets will be on the cover. And if you pre-order NBA Live 18 at Amazon, Best Buy, even I saw on PSN's digital store, there's a discount to $40. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
Which
That's
is
them
great.
like making a goodwill gesture of, hey, really give this game a shot because we really tuned it up.
I guess it could be looked
But
at
Miguel
that.
knows more about it than I do.
played
so.
it.
It could also kind of be looked at as, we don't really think the game's not that good, so want to get it cheap?
No, I heard it. Yeah, let me go.
Wait. No, I played it, dude. Come on, I spent multiple hours playing it. So I played through the little the Rise. So it's my career. And if you played actually good, you could see the little in the last game. It's the combine game or whatever. If you actually play good, you could see your number rise from the draft.
That's kind of cool.
So if you got like close to 90s, you got like 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. And if you were doing poor, it actually like lower you. Because I think in the 2K games, it was like preset somewhere in the middle. Almost all the time. Unless you were just a master of the game. But that gameplay feels really good compared to, I think it was 2 years ago
they skipped
when
last
they
year,
released the last one. Yeah. So I think they're selling it for $40 first of all because it's coming out a week before 2K, and they're like, "Hey, we did a great job. Give us a try. The game's actually."
So they're taking
good.
the Ratchet and Clank route with it, where it's like, "Hey, this game's $40, even though we could have charged $60."
I mean, it's
that's
if you
true. It is still
pre-order
a $60 game.
Yeah,
so.
if you pre-order it, exactly. So if you pre-order it, you're gonna get it for $40. I think if it has all the features that 2K has, give it a try because the game's actually good. I had fun with it, and I'm probably gonna end up buying this one instead of 2K at the beginning.
Yeah,
Now
we
we
were
just
just
need
on
launches.
that. My brother, pretty much just the classic younger brother, classic bro gamer, all plays 2K Madden, and he said he didn't like this. So I feel like that's that's on good authority.
I wonder why.
The control, he said, felt like very off, and he just kept on thinking.
They copied 2K. That's the thing. It's pretty much the
Exactly.
same
Then
thing.
why not just play 2K? Is pretty much what he was saying, but I can't speak.
I don't know. Now we just need PES
Cheaper.
to beat FIFA because FIFA doesn't get any competition, and then they just make the same shit every fucking year.
Are you kidding me? I think PES's gameplay.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
much
PES is
better
getting
than
better,
FIFA.
and FIFA is staying stagnant.
Oh,
PES,
okay.
PES last
Well,
year
I mean,
was
the
solid.
gameplay's
I think
phenomenal.
I don't know.
It's just a team.
That's
dude.
the thing is they
That's
don't have
the main
any
thing.
licenses.
They don't have the
it's
licenses.
so bad. It's so bad. So, but we'll see.
It's disgusting what EA
Oh,
the
is
it's
same
doing.
thing
awful.
with Madden.
Totally awful.
That's what it is.
Well, there's
Here's-
not any other. I mean, I guess there's.
Yeah, it's because they have the exclusive now.
Yeah.
2K5, dude.
NFL 2K5.
I'm just
I
gonna
miss,
say it.
I miss the MLB.
A better
2K
game.
games. Those were great.
Dude, MVP baseball. Yeah,
Oh,
next
that's
up.
what it was.
in-
That's what it was. But
they
that
had
was
both.
EA, so never
They had
mind.
both. They had MVP 2K in the show, and then the show just actually dominated.
I don't remember. I just remember I put like a bajillion
Oh, yeah,
hours
dude.
into one of the PSP baseball games. I don't remember which one it was though.
They're probably MVP.
We're
All
moving
right. Next up, Tales from Borderlands did an excellent job repurposing Gearbox's world and characters. However, developers said in an article that despite critical success, writer Nick Herman explains that the sales weren't great by the end of its run, and that internally it was perceived as a failure. Quote, at that point, the sales for Tales from Borderlands weren't great. They were decent. It's not like we were losing money, but compared to something like The Walking Dead, it wasn't on the same level. The mentality was, we've got to wrap the season up quick because we need to move on to some other things, and we're holding on to staff, and it didn't. I couldn't let go and let the season just end either abruptly or not pay off things we were setting up. Then he goes on to say that by episode 5, they lost 95% of its staff. And quote, we had at least one person from every department working on the game. But that's a very small team for an episode.
That's one of those games that it was word of mouth afterwards. You know what I mean? Greg Miller was like, "This game is awesome. I'm mad I didn't play it," and then people jumped on it afterwards. But when it came out, no one touched it.
Yeah. When all the episodes released, that's when
That's the
everybody
problem with
jumped
all
on it.
Telltale games that aren't The Walking
And that's
Dead.
what's gonna end up
The
happening.
Walking Dead's
now.
going to sell all the time because it's The Walking Dead, but I feel like a lot of other Telltale games.
Batman
Batman,
probably.
yeah.
Because
But a lot of other ones, people just wait for them to be all out. A lot of people do that.
Like, I'm surprised they're actually doing the.
I wonder what I want to know because they
doing
didn't.
the
They
second
commented on
season
Tales from the
for-
Borderlands. I want to know how Game of Thrones did because I thought
That probably
that game
did
was a
good because
mess.
of it was, but that probably did because of property. I'm wondering if Wolf Among Us did well. You know, I
They were
can't
in the second
imagine.
season, so it had to have
That's
done
what I
some
was
kind
gonna
of
say. I mean, they announced the second season.
Yeah, that's what
so
I'm
I'm
saying,
sure
so.
it's still better than Borderlands,
Maybe.
probably.
Interesting that he's
I don't know.
being very candid about this.
Yeah.
All right, now up on the quick news flash, we got Fallout is getting an official board game later this year. Gearbox Software revealed a new game codenamed Project 1v1. It's a shooter that Gearbox says, quote, combines the action of fast-paced 1v1 first-person combat. Is that like a genre? With the metagame strategy of collectible card game.
AKA, I'm not interested.
I don't know how many 1v1 FPSs.
With card-based, like
Yeah, no, even half of it, like what
let's not even waste our time with it. Do the next
page
one.
match.
I mean, it could be cool.
could.
You never know, right?
Ubisoft has announced it's opening a new studio in Stockholm, Sweden, and has appointed former EA DICE manager Patrick Bash to lead its efforts.
Bach.
Why?
Bach, I don't know, it's far away. Bach, it looked like an S. I didn't think the CH was a thing. Bach confirmed the team will work with Massive on its new game based on James Cameron's Avatar, a title that won't be released before 2020. I didn't even know there was going to be a game based on Avatar.
And they're
This is
comparing
not
it.
what I wanted Massive to
They're
work on.
comparing
I
it
wanted
to-
Massive to work on Division 2.
They're comparing it to similar. It's gonna be similar to Destiny.
I know, but I wanted Massive working on Division 2, so whatever. Next.
I don't know how much I even want an Avatar. I don't want anything based on
I want it
Avatar.
negative. Like, I want a negative
Is it-
amount of Avatar
is it-
games in the world,
Or
but
that's like
someone's asking for it.
probably
I don't know
80
who
years.
someone is.
Yeah. Next up, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT's upcoming closed beta will begin in late August, Square Enix has announced. The beta will run from August 25th through September 3rd. That's the Final Fantasy fighting game. And last up, Bandai Namco teases a new game, Developer Dimps, by Developer Dimps, I assume? Or is that the which most recently made Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, is behind Project 1514. I guess that's the name. Alright, and that's the news. I don't know if you could pick up Project 1514 anywhere right now, but if you want to know what games you can pick up right now, listen to the list of PlayStation games coming to every possible PlayStation platform as read by your best friends. Bum 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 bum. For the new releases of the week of August 15th. No, that's coming later.
Oh, that's going later. All right, start over.
August 15th. No, we're rolling with it. August 15th. We got 3D Mini Golf, PS4 Digital. Master an entertaining match on more than 54 challenging holes, 18 of which faithfully modeled after official courses in the real world. Agents of Mayhem, PS4 Digital Retail. Agents of Mayhem is the latest open-world third-person action game from the creators of Saints Row franchise, run a no-holds-barred operation against the shadowy supervillain organization known only as Legion and their mysterious leader, the Morningstar. Unlike Morningstar chick patties. Or maybe similar, I don't know. Next up, City Skylines PlayStation 4 Edition coming to PS4 Digital. City Skylines puts you in charge of a growing city. Design, build, and manage the city of your dreams, from public services to civic policies, and challenge yourself to grow from a simple town to a bustling metropolitan hub. Dark Mystery PS4 Digital. Dark Mystery is a fun, challenging puzzle platformer with 35 exciting levels. Find true love in the adventure of Dark Mystery. Defenders of Ekron PS4 Digital. Defenders of Ekron mixes the classic action of a shmup and the exploration of an adventure game, including dungeons and a sci-fi experience. That's a bad description. Eloise's Hunt PS4 Digital. Inspired by classic action games like Metal Slug and Crash Bandicoot, Eloise's Hunt delivers smooth gameplay, beautifully crafted graphics, and cutting-edge gameplay. The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 2 PS4 Digital. In the second part of the unfolding Van Helsing saga that could also be enjoyed independently, you can explore new corners of this unique world and experience the mix of old-school gothic and mad science with more action, powerful foes, and plenty of stunning places to visit. Ooh, Housemarque's game Matterfall PS4 Digital. Blast through explosive waves of contemporary arcade action in this rapid-fire twin-stick shooter. As a hero for hire, survive high-intensity side-scrolling war zones in vertical cities overrun by mysterious smart matter. Nidhogg 2 PS4 Digital. The worm has returned and it must feed. Shed your garments and paint the walls with the flesh of your enemies, for only one can be worthy of sacrifice. Night Trap 25th Anniversary Edition PS4 Digital. Night Trap tells the story of 5 teenage girls spending the weekend at the Martin home. As a member of the Special Control Attack Team, SCAT, your job is to monitor the home and protect the girls using an intricate system of cameras and traps as it is being invaded by vampires. Observer PS4 Digital. What would you do if your fears were hacked? The year's 2084. You are Daniel Lazarski, an elite neural detective known as Observer, whose purpose is to hack and invade suspects' minds. Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul PSVR Digital. Engineered from conception for VR, The Lost Soul immerses you in a terrifying, realistic environment with haunting atmosphere and the need to survive. With very limited guidance, your free movement enables you to discover the secrets that lie in the House of Horror. The Pillars of the Earth PS4 Digital. Based on Ken Foley's world's bestseller, The Pillars of the Earth retells the story of the village of Kingsbridge in a whole new way. Play as Jack, Elena, and Philip and change the events of the book through exploration, decision-making, and dialogues. Sonic Mania PS4 Digital. Experience the ultimate celebration of past and future in Sonic Mania, an all-new 2D Sonic adventure running at crisp 60 frames per second with stunning HD retro-style graphics. Sudden Strike 4 Digital and Retail. Sudden Strike is back! Suddenly. I added that one. That one would have been a cute addition, though, if they did put that. The beloved RTS series returns, this time with bigger battlefields, more units, better graphics, new scenarios, and legendary commanders. Tokyo 42, PS4 digital. Tokyo 42 is a hyper-stylistic, isometric open-world shooter framed for a murder that you didn't commit. You'll delve into a world of assassins, deadly corporate intrigue, and tactical cats. Boom, boom, boom. Undertale, PS4 digital, and PS Vita. The PC classic Undertale comes to PS4. Explore a rich RPG world full of strange and delightful characters where violence isn't the only answer. Dance with a slime, pet a dog, whisper your favorite secret to a knight, or ignore all of that and rain destruction upon your foes. The choices are yours. One choice, the whole game. But are you determined enough to prevail? And rounding out the list, Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma, coming to PS4 at digital retail on 8/18. Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma features a diabolical new puzzles and fully animated story sections that push the boundaries of interactive storytelling. Newcomers and familiar faces round out a robust cast of characters with both English and Japanese voiceover options to flesh out the narrative. Alright guys, so what do you think about this week's games?
So just a couple notes. One, I definitely thought Van Helsing 2 has been out for like fucking forever because it was a free game with gold on Xbox. So it's weird that it's just coming out now.
I thought that was
That's the second one.
No,
though.
the second one was also, I think, it was either a free game. Maybe the first one was a free game with gold, but the second one's been out on Xbox because I remember when it came out. Not that anyone cares about it. City Skylines, I thought that's been out already for a while too.
PS4
Agents
edition.
of Mayhem, I do not care about. I know there's people excited for it. You're welcome to be excited for it. I just was never a Saints Row guy.
Last I heard, it wasn't showing too well in previews.
I mean, it's just going to be a run around. It's going to be GTA without the stuff that makes GTA good. You know what I mean?
I heard it's like worse than the Saints Row games, which is surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What is Night Trap?
Saints Row 3 was amazing.
Is Night Trap like a game that Jared Petty talked about or something?
So Night Trap, cool facts. I was just watching The Gaming Historian, amazing YouTuber, also on Patreon. Norman Castro, I think his name is. 100% support him. He is doing some of the most professional work on YouTube right now. He does like history videos about video games, and the videos are done so professionally. They all have like this PBS feel. Like you're watching like a little PBS thing. At the end it says like brought to you by in like a girl's voice. It's very cool. Night Trap is pretty much the game along with I'm blanking on the third game, but along with Mortal Kombat that pretty much created the ESRB. This is the game when like it's actually kind of like a
I could have sworn Jared Petty like talked about this on a podcast recently.
He might have. It's about
it sounds familiar.
Saving girls from like
Yep. Yeah, he talked about this. That's funny. Yep.
Ninjas or something.
So
I think it's like a predecessor
probably,
really to Five Nights at Freddy's because like you could switch between cameras and like you have to move things around. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'd say probably the big ones are Undertale, Zero Time Dilemma coming to console, Sonic Mania of course, and Matterfall. Of course, Matterfall.
Matterfall is looking good.
I haven't really heard anything about it.
I don't like its new art style. I really like Nidhogg's art style.
It looks so different.
It looks too much. It's like going for this like 16-bit thing, even though the first one was like all about the simplicity. Like it wasn't even 8-bit. It was just like very like color pastel. I'm gonna give a shout out to Observer, a game that literally no one is talking about. I hadn't heard a single thing about it until I forgot who tweeted it. But he's like, "Why is no one told me Observers exist?" Go watch the trailer. It looks like some cool Blade Runner meets like System Shock. It's a sci-fi horror first-person game. I'm not really juiced into the horror, so I'm probably not gonna play it. But it looks like a quality game that shouldn't be bundled in with like. You see, this is really the issue when it comes to having too much on the store. Good games, like high-quality games, just get the same attention as
Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul for PSVR, which is probably going to get a 2 out of 10.
As just like shit that's being put on these days. Sudden Strike 4, like what? That could be a good game. I don't know. A game that's shit that I know. Life of Black Tiger, you know, like it really like both games get like a single trailer on PlayStation's thing. Both get no mention. PlayStation should be.
You could say the same thing with multiple games, dude. They're actually good, but there's no cover for it.
I think though coverage could increase, or with curation. You know.
Yeah, no,
But
that's going to get into
Wait.
our next topic, but
Yeah.
2 topics from now, actually.
PlayStation Black, right? That's part of PlayStation, right? They're getting paid
Yeah.
for it. Shouldn't that be their job?
I
to
think it's
promote
just
those kind of
Clements
games?
and one other guy. Like maybe they should just hire more people to
3 guys.
Yeah,
No,
so maybe they just got to increase.
I'm
the-
sure they
Fortnite's
have more
that
people in
minor now
there
as well.
too, dude. But usually when they talk, I don't know if you guys have listened to the podcast because I listen once in a while. They usually talk about either the games they actually like, which is cool, or they promoting by a big game. They're promoting probably
Well,
sometimes
'cause
Destiny.
Shuhei's probably like
Obviously, 'cause
sell,
they
go
have-
sell this big game.
They're usually talking
It's
about
already,
sauce
but it sounds by
recipes.
itself with the name.
If you're listening to a blogcast, it's normally just sauce recipes. But I'm actually kind of like 3 episodes back or 4 episodes, and the last episode of blogcast I just listened to was an interview with Lee Ross for Infinite Warfare Zombies, the 3rd map pack, and I just felt so bad because like he was trying to hype it up, and I'm like, dude, you guys didn't even have a trailer for this until like 10 hours after the map came out, like.
Wow,
Like,
really?
I get like this fake, like this enthusiasm. Like he probably is enthusiastic for
Black
his
Ops
map
3
and
is
stuff.
just so much better. So
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
But yeah, interesting, good, solid week though.
yeah, a lot of seemingly good games.
For
I don't know if there's
August
any
15th,
especially that stand
you know?
out except for maybe Sonic Mania is probably like the highlight. Everything else and Matterfall, of course, they always put out good games. But other than those two,
Undertale. It depends.
Yeah.
What do you like?
Yeah, oh no,
it's
it's
a good week.
yeah, for really everyone, honestly.
It's a good week. There's
Are you guys? This is probably huge. It's huge on the internet, and I assume huge in our listeners. Undertale, ever played it? Any interest?
Nope, didn't play it.
Nope.
I gave it a try. I played the first couple hours. I got it. It's like a meta Earthbound. It's like it's like fucking with you a bunch and like do this puzzle, but I don't know. It's cute. I don't know.
It'll be a plus game one day.
Honestly, probably. I know it'd be awesome. Now it'll be a solid Vita Plus game.
I mean, you could say that with a bunch of games that come out now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm honestly just saying it's not for me.
But that feels like it's a big
It's
enough.
probably gonna be
of a game
discounted
that it would be.
later on.
Yeah. So
What about those? What
Most of
about
the
those
games
trophies, Miguel? What type of trophies are there for the games this week?
it's
I mean,
trophy time.
let's see. We got.
Nice.
Oh yeah. They
Got the
like
timing right there.
So we got multiple games that came out. Bunch of the trophies popped. I'm gonna name some games. Tell me if you guys want to find. Let me know if you guys want to know.
I'll do the
if they
Gladiator.
have trophies
I'll
or
do the
whatever. So, Undertale.
Well, just say if they got a platinum or not. Honestly.
Plus you gotta Undertale has a platinum.
Okay.
Observer, the game you were talking about, it has a platinum. Matterfall, obviously, it has to have a platinum. Come on, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be challenging too. City Skylines has a platinum and a bunch of bronzes, so they're probably easy. Let's see, what else am I missing?
Age
Nighthawk
Man?
2. No platinum.
No platinum for Nidhogg
no
2.
gold.
Did Nidhogg 1 have one?
I doubt it.
I do not remember. I could probably check.
Probably
but-
not. If this one doesn't, then that one probably didn't either.
Sonic Mania. No platinum and no gold neither.
See, no gold is like the real big deal. Like no platinum, we frown upon it, but it's still like whatever. But no gold, that's like, what are you doing?
How hard could it
And
be?
it's actually
you know?
a good game. You scared the fuck out of me. You actually, Jesus, dude.
Got him.
The game, it's so big that should have the name just by itself.
I don't
Right?
think the Genesis games had not the Genesis, the Mega Drive collection. I don't think that had a platinum, and I think a lot of people bugged out about that, or maybe it did. Honestly,
There's no gold though. That's so bizarre. Because usually games that don't have a platinum will have a gold in the place of a platinum.
Nidhogg also has no gold as well. It's has to do with like them not knowing how to like do trophies.
Bro,
like,
Taco
companies.
Master has a platinum.
They know how to do trophies.
Whatever. What else is there?
It's-
What else is there?
But it's just okay. I just gotta say something about that. It's the developers not pushing for that platinum though.
Well, clearly, because we have
That's what it is.
1,000-star top rated, whatever. So, 5-star, whatever it is.
We've done the discussion before.
Alright,
It's,
let's
it's
see
just
this
weird seeing like actual games not have them now. But yeah, so
Is that it? Anything else of note? Did we look at it?
No, something else.
I don't look at Agents of Mayhem. Does Agents of Mayhem look good?
Agents of Mayhem, yeah, it has a platinum. It has 50 total. So
All right, a full
damn,
game.
but 42 bronzes. Jesus.
Holy, it's 50 trophies and 42 are bronze.
Yeah, 50 trophies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Whatever. Happy hunting. All right.
Go nuts.
So now it's time for topic of the episode.
Toads.
So this week, I decided to throw up a poll on the Kind of Funny Facebook group, which is not our Facebook group, but is a group that many of you are probably in because you probably found us from that. I decided to kind of do, obviously, a very, very small sample size case study on what people want out of PlayStation. So the question was, if Sony were to make this proposition to you, would you rather, and then the questions were, have a more carefully curated PSN storefront with less junk, more discounts for games that actually aimed at what we want, and a normal search keyboard instead of that bullshit one you gotta go off. Next question was, or next option was, a release date announcement for every PS4 game coming in fiscal year 2018. Third option was Persona 5 Golden announced for PS Vita, but Last of Us 2 pushed to 2020. And then the final option was no release dates announced, but name changes by the end of calendar year 2018. So before we actually get into the results, why don't we go over what you guys voted for? Because I actually didn't vote in this just because I made the poll, so I felt weird voting on it.
Yeah, so I went with just really because like process elimination. So I don't release dates. The game comes when it comes. Persona 5, not the biggest Persona guy, and name changes. I'm so content with mine that I like the whole like hoopla around name changes, but when they eventually come, I'm not changing my name.
I'm the same way. I want them for everyone else, but I don't need it.
I actually don't want name changes at all. I'd rather the meme continue going of when will name changes come. But yeah, as I said earlier, you got to curate a store. It's slowly becoming. It's pretty much iOS already, pretty much Steam.
Junk.
And seeing Nintendo even adopt this is really indicative of where the whole industry is in terms of just accepting any game.
No, but the Switch has actually been really good with like highlighting, like, hey, these are the games that's out this week. Come check them out. With the PSN doesn't even do that.
Yeah, but I've heard of listen to Nintendo voice chat on IGN.
It's not even a little bit as bad, at least on the Switch. Maybe on 3DS.
It's not as bad. No, but no, on the Switch, it's not as bad. But to have shitty games at all right now, not to have shitty games, but like have like.
We got to populate your console. It's totally different though, because there's nothing for the Switch, so they got to populate it. With the PSN, there's a bajillion games already. So I don't know. And you also voted for the same, correct, Miguel?
You're muted, Miguel. Miguel's muted, so we're gonna talk over him until he unmutes himself.
Same reasons.
There you go.
Same reasons. I'm sorry. I had the Facebook fucking open. I forgot to unmute it. But yeah, same reasons. I mean, some of the games were like right now that we read the upcoming games are coming out. Half of them they're not gonna even sell, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, what's the point sometimes to having?
If we weren't calling them on the podcast, no one would know about them.
I wouldn't know.
Or you know, like in general, people on podcasts about PlayStation, if they're not talking about them, no one knows.
The thing is, let me get this straight. Yeah. I don't have as much of a problem of them being on the store, as much as there's got to be some type of hierarchy of featured items. And I don't think it should be based on how much money publishers pay. I think it should be based on some form of...
If the game's actually good?
Some form of objective quantification if the game is good, you know? Like, I think objectively, Life of Bad Tiger, bad game.
Or what makes it unique or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's why there's podcasts. That's why there's YouTube for people actually to pay it, promote that.
Fair enough, true.
That's probably what they're thinking about. I mean, it's the same thing with Steam.
Yeah. So let's get into the numbers of who actually voted for what. So, and again, this is a very, very small sample size. Less than 100
what was the total?
It's actually less. I'll just read them off. So for the more carefully curated PSN storefront was 43 people. Actually, I'm sorry. It's 43 plus the 4 little thumbnails to show. So it's 47 people. Release date announcement for every game coming to PS4 in the fiscal year 2018. That was 21 people, a lot more than I thought it would be. Someone actually in the comments actually talked about how they don't care at all about the release dates being announced. So it is interesting that more people care about that than I realized in this sample size. Persona 5 Golden announced for PS Vita, 5 people. So that's the small vocal minority of Persona fans. And no release date announced, but name changes by the end of calendar year 2018 was 3 whole people. So people like to talk about it more than actually want it. Yep. It seems. So I just think it's interesting that so many people are concerned with the PSN store, and that gets into again what we were talking about earlier in the podcast and during the drop. That I think it's interesting, and like I said, there's not a whole lot we can extrapolate out of a sample sizes of like 60 people, but
I think we all could agree that the PSN store should promote those small games.
And we've been championing this since we started the podcast. Not before that.
I mean, they do it once in a while when they have some quick sales or flash sales. But it's not like, hey, it's not on the main page. It's just the actual flash sale. And if you want to go in there.
See, what I want is like better actual curation. Because it'll be like, we recommend this game because you played this game. But it'll be like, they're recommending
their recommendations make no sense. It's like, you're on Uncharted 4 and it's like, oh, here's Bloodborne, Overwatch, Infamous. It's like, no, these are just
literally that's what I was gonna say. It's
top
like,
titles.
Call of Duty, so here's like Bloodborne. I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You guys remember like a couple months ago when they released the developers?
Yeah, that's cool, but everyone's list is just the same. Uncharted, Bloodborne, Horizon. Everyone's list has Horizon and Uncharted. It's like, oh, cool.
Yep.
Navi, you know what they should do? Have a vote or something on PlayStation blog or something for people to actually go in there and vote for games that they should promote. Like have a list.
That'd be cool.
Every week or every month, and then promote it on the PlayStation Store. And not have the typical games though.
They have the 5. You could rate games on PSN, right?
Yeah, but you're not gonna show them.
I think that's isn't that how popularity is or rating is stored?
Can you even sort it through like rating?
I remember on PS3 you could have. PS3 I was like the master of that storefront. PS4 is stupid, man.
I just hate the keyboard in it so much. I hate it so much.
I just use fucking.
Well, what's the solution though?
A QWERTY keyboard.
Put a normal pop-up keyboard like they have in every other application on the console.
Excluding YouTube. Try fucking searching for YouTube.
No, like Hulu has its own like pre-built-in keyboard that's the same on any device you use. It's awful. It's not a QWERTY keyboard. It's like just this random assortment of I don't know. I hate that.
You got to move.
Just use the system keyboard.
You got the camera or whatever. Just do this thing.
But that doesn't work for stuff that has its own like built-in like baked-in keyboard. It doesn't work for that. So it's dumb. Anyways,
that's a minor complaint, dude.
So we have one question for the week. Comes from Nathaniel Walker Hicks, best friend of the podcast, and his question is: are any of you excited for AC Origins? Huge fan of the series, but fell off around Syndicate because it seemed too samey to Unity. This one looks interesting to me, but not sure how I feel about the loot system. Love to know your thoughts. I even though they took a year off, I still have Assassin's Creed fatigue. I don't know. Go ahead. I don't have anything to
I'm not. If I get it, it's gonna be when it's like $20, $25. But I think it's not that. I think it's just the setting, dude. Not the setting, but it's just open world. Just there's too many games, dude.
But it looks kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like it's in Egypt, which is a cool setting to look at, but is it a cool setting to do stuff in? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they got the pyramids. They got the whole. They're bringing back the.
But there's nothing. It's just a pyramid is just a giant triangle. It's like, what do you do with it? You know what I mean? Unless there's scaffolding and stuff, maybe.
Pyramids, you go inside, and that's where all the treasure's hidden, and there's all these traps and stuff.
I thought pyramids are sealed.
No, they're not.
I mean, well, first of all, they're building the pyramids.
I guess if you're playing during the time period that they were being built, okay, that's fair.
No, I'm pretty sure, based on film fiction and shit, like pyramids would have like a door, and it's pretty much just like that's where they kept all the pharaoh's treasure and shit, and they buried it with them.
But
if
it's not closed, if it's not sealed yet in that time period, then I get it.
From what I'm pretty sure is like historically they like would build traps and shit just in case people would try stealing from the dead, you know.
The more interesting
and still
thing
they get to fudge that a bunch.
How they actually create sus. The more important thing is we need to find out how they actually did that, dude. Because nowadays you see a building and they having problems just constructing the building. And before they had those tools that we had.
They go.
Like,
how
I'm telling you, dude. Fucking aliens came in. You know, they helped out and everything.
That'd be funny. A little small reference to it, but no.
There better be a Giorgio reference in like the real present time like Animus thing. There better be like a guy going like aliens.
Nathaniel mentions the loot system, and from what I saw at E3, it's pretty much Destiny, and it looks really fucking cool.
Assassin's Creed.
I love it's so literally the pause screen is you move that cursor around and like you select different like it's the same type of UI. Just imagine that, and
that's cool, but I don't want that in Assassin's Creed. That's not why I'm looking at
every Ubisoft game is now just melding into each other. But
good point. Yeah,
I'm really juiced up for it. It looks really exciting. I'm gonna gamefly it just because I don't really got the funds to buy it full right.
I was gonna ask if you're gonna buy it or rent it or.
But yeah, no, it looks fun. The setting does look really awesome. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely.
I think I would like. I want to try it. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it day one though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm just not interested in it. I don't know why. Like, I'm not trying to talk shit about it or anything. I just literally have no interest in it.
They burn people out, dude, with the series.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we only had one question this week. You guys have any other anything else you want to talk about this week?
No, we can keep it a short episode. Butts and such. Yeah, I don't know. Quiet week. We've been playing a bunch of Wildlands. A Wildlands Let's Play with the three of us is going to go up on YouTube this week. Make sure you check that out. Best way to find that, honestly, is just type in PS Best Friends on YouTube, one word, or even separate words, and like just scroll down like 3 videos. What else have I been playing? I don't know, nothing really. Check out us next week. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. To celebrate 100 members in the Facebook PS Best Friends Facebook group, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Uncharted 4 on the PS4. Sealed.
Is that digital? Oh, okay, physical copy.
It's physical. It's sealed, but it sounds like the disc is moving around in it. So if you want me to, copy. I could open it up. That's not scratch. It came with the PS4. I could open it up and lodge the disc back in. But to
those
win
Blu-ray discs are pretty sturdy though.
They are sturdy. To win that, you have to do something. What do you think they should do?
Why don't you head over to facebook.com/group/PSBestFriends and we'll tell you what to do to win that.
I got it. You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh, look at those.
Which you have to go to the Facebook too to get to because we don't have a custom link yet. So
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Sorry.
By next week's episode, I will pick one random subscriber. I'm trying to figure out if I can mix that in with Twitter. No, let's try boosting the. Oh shit! I probably should have given away Zero Time Dilemma as well because I have that on Vita because it came out.
No, you're giving that to me. That's what it was.
You want it? You know, you gotta play the first 2.
Yeah, man, you gotta subscribe first, dude. Come on. You gotta play the game.
I do subscribe.
Lost Legacy's coming out next week? It is, the 22nd. Lost Legacy's coming out next week. Alright, whatever, we'll keep it. Maybe Zero
Time. That's a good timing. Give away Uncharted 4 for the release of the Lost Legacy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I could even time the better with Zero Time Dilemma. Maybe I'll give Zero Time Dilemma on Vita out when Danganronpa 3 comes out. That'd be a weird game to...
Okay.
That makes sense, though. All right, but yeah, so subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you could win a free copy of Uncharted 4. U.S. only, just because it's probably way more expensive shipping out of the country.
Ship it to fucking Japan.
We do this for free, so
we actually
lose money. But it's okay. We love doing it.
But yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell your friends. Oh wait, no, that would actually probably the more people they probably want to keep it secret actually, because then the less subscribers, the more likely they are. Well, tell your friends also. Be nice.
Well, we really fucked this one up.
I don't know. How do people do giveaways? How does this work?
I don't know. This isn't going to be a regular thing either because we don't have stuff to give away.
I only have 2 games. I have 2 sealed games that I have 2 copies of. Subscribe to the YouTube. That's all you got to do. Subscribe to YouTube. I'll pick one random guy.
All right.
All right, sign us out.
This has been the PS Best Friends podcast. For any questions, comments, concerns, email us at psbestfriendspod@gmail.com. Why are you waving your finger, Miguel?
I was stretching the finger, dude. I'm stretching it.
Okay. All right. Or follow our Twitter at PSBF Podcast. You can also join in on the conversation, give questions for the episode, and also ask to come on the community guest show that we do called Party Chat now. And you can ask us to do that through our Facebook, which is facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends, which I had also mentioned 10 seconds ago. And where can people find you, Miguel?
They could actually, with the beta coming in, the Call of Duty beta, if you guys want to send me an invite, request or whatever, PSN, Dark Angels, and send, I'm going to be playing the boss out of it. So hit me up. And at Twitter at Angel Alvarez Sen.
Why don't you make a Facebook post when that goes live?
I'm gonna do
Just
that
like
too.
trying to rally the troops.
That like a day after,
Cool.
before or 2 days before, I'm gonna post on it too. So check that out too.
Talking about the party chat, we have in the works. We recorded early this week with the great guys over at Triangle Squared podcast, PlayStation podcast. So we're going to be releasing that soon in the future. Get hyped. Check those guys out as well. Those guys are good.
Those are really cool dudes. I talked to them about Kingdom Hearts for a little bit, and then these two guys got real mad.
It
about
was like an hour, dude.
It's like
It was not. It was like
years.
5 minutes.
It's
Yeah, you can
But
find
no,
me
we did a deep dive on all things PlayStation. Talked about some non-PlayStation stuff too. So it was real cool. They're real cool dudes to just kind of chill out with.
check them out.
So check that out soon. Well, it should be out before the next episode's out. But if not, it'll be out soon after that too. So, Jeffrey, where can people find you?
You can add me on PSN Brawl96 and on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Mr. Brawl96. I recently uploaded a YouTube clip from Always Sunny of when Dennis
I didn't get
has
that,
the
dude.
best palette. It's because I was
Is that like an in joke with your old videos on your YouTube?
Oh no, not at all. I was looking for that clip on YouTube and I couldn't find it, and to send to a group chat of my friends because one of my friends was being like, "Oh, dude, this food is the best food. You guys don't know what you're talking about." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you're being Dennis right now." So I wanted to send him that clip, but it wasn't on YouTube. So I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna be the one
that's
to
gonna
do it
get
right
sued.
now." And I opened up a Netflix tab, opened up OBS, just recorded that 1 minute and uploaded it. Because you know how many people are looking for
Copyright infringement.
Sounds
it
good,
is no,
dude.
but
What are you doing?
you could upload it. It's just YouTube's cool now, actually. So back in the day, if you uploaded a
It's
pirate
not
thing like
cool.
that, no, listen.
Get a copyright strike.
If you did back in the day, it automatically take it away. Now they just put ads on it and they make money off you. So I can't
I don't
monetize
know,
it.
man. We're gonna. This will be an ongoing saga.
I got an
We'll see
email.
how-
I know. Yep. I'm a YouTube master, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Missed
Yes. The guy whose pinned video is him making it rain when he was like 12 years old. When I saw that video, I was like,
that
"What
was
am I watching?"
That was definitely more money than I had now. That's for sure. That's fucking for sure.
That's how life goes. Speaking of Always Sunny, I do have to say, anytime we play anything together, us three, especially Wildlands, I just think of the episode of Always Sunny where like Dennis and Mac are like the two practical guys. Like one's doing one thing, the other's doing one thing, and then Charlie is the wild card, and Miguel is the wild card. Where like you and I will be like, all right, we're gonna go here, we're gonna sync up the shots. You're gonna pop this guy while I go around with the drone, and Miguel's like, wild card, bitches, and just throws a grenade and kills us. So,
I met Danny DeVito once.
find me at oh really?
Yeah. Go.
Where'd you?
Close it.
Oh, is that your picture?
We'll find out in the future. Yeah, that's my picture.
Yeah. I was gonna say it looked like Danny DeVito, but like kind of not so. I don't know.
Just like
Anyways, you can find me on
old guys.
PSN and Steam.
Oh, yeah,
The
Steam.
Only X188, and you can also find me on Twitch.tv/TheOnlyX1, which I'm literally never on. So you can actually go check out our Twitch for the podcast instead. It's Twitch.tv/PSBestFriends. Where Miguel is
Check
doing
out
something weird
next
with
week.
his hands. I don't know
I'm
if
probably
he's,
gonna be the fourth time, maybe fifth time. We'll see.
Are you streaming while playing that?
My fucking PC can run that for whatever reason.
Okay, so then never mind. So, but Jeffrey, you should be doing stuff on the Twitch for stuff.
Yeah, we did
Two
Overwatch.
things.
We did some summer games.
Oh yeah, we messed around in that. We did some Lucio Ball on the.
Early
I had
this
a long
week.
shot on that. That was pretty dope.
Overwatch.
Fuck. I wish I knew how. Like, I wish there was some type of way where it's like, follow us on Twitch and YouTube, and then you get it. I don't know. Giveaway. Follow us on everything. Maybe I'll choose someone. Oh, that could work.
Maybe
I'll choose someone from all 3 of them. You know?
Twitter, Twitch, and
Someone that is subscribed to all
and
3 of
YouTube?
them.
No. Yeah, I guess. No, I mean I'll pick anyone from subscribe to on any of them. So the best way to cover your bases is follow us on all 3 things.
Now you're gonna have to
Okay.
post it on the group.
This is your project. This is
There are some rules. There are some rules. If you're following us on any,
we're not entirely clear what the rules are, but there's rules.
if you're subscribing to us on YouTube, Twitter, or follow us on Twitch, there's a chance I will DM you to give you a free copy of Uncharted 4. So cover your bases, click on all those buttons, and
We're trying way too hard to get followers right now.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do,
how-
man.
Yeah, fake it till you make it. Right?
Yeah.
all right. Adios.
All right, and also Twitch at Anthony.
we
Palmer.
plug everything. We
Yeah.
gotta say bye. Put the theme song. Boo, doo, boo,
I still have to do the stinger. What do you?
Oh, I thought you did
Focus
this
on
thing. No.
No, I didn't even finish my stuff because we ended up going on
Oh,
a
I
tangent
know.
about Twitch.
Clusterfuck.
Thank you for listening to the PS Best Friends podcast, episode 14 for the week of August 15th. We will catch you next week.
Oh, there's a stinger. Like a bee.